Namaste. Welcome back. How's your breath? How are you breathing right now? Just take a moment here and notice your inhale and then your exhale. Was it forced? Did your inhale come from up high? Was your exhale really? Our breath really matters in our life, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. And so in our sun salutation, that's what we really focus in on is our breath. We should really be focusing on our breath on a daily basis. But our sun salutations really mindfully connects us back to the breath. So are you breathing correctly in your sun salutation? Are you holding your breath? Are you breathing short breaths? Can you find a full deep inhale and a nice calm cleansing exhale? Inhale and exhale. So that's how we connect our breath to our movement in our body and our spiritual body as well. So first, let's talk about your breath and breathing. You can start by just simply placing your palms right here on your core. And we're going to take a deep inhale and just feel any movement, what the body does when you take a deep inhale. Now, a lot of times, especially in a stressful situation, if you have high anxiety, we breathe from the chest up. And so we have a lot of our stress goes up into our shoulders, our neck, our back. And so here I'm going to talk about breathing from the diaphragm, or allowing the breath to really open up and receive and come in. So putting your hands on the core, and I know this might be awkward if you've never tried this, but when I take a deep inhale, my belly actually expands. So those muscles, my diaphragm begins to open up and press the organs out. So I take a deep inhale. And then my exhale, the diaphragm really contracts now, and that breath is pressed out. And I find contraction here. So again, inhale, I expand. And maybe a two-part where I breathe more up into the lungs as well, from the belly, and then out to the lungs. So the lungs actually expand. And then I exhale to release, relaxing shoulders, relaxing muscles. Let's try that again. Inhale to fill up belly, then chest, and then exhale. Squeeze it out. So that's just a practice within its own, practicing breathing, mindful breathing, allowing the breath to come from the depths of the core and fill up the lungs and breathe in oxygen and energy and nutrients into the body as you exhale and release the toxins. So how does our breath show up in our sun salutations? Pretty much how it shows up in our life as we move from transition to transition, from thought to thought, from task to task. Our breath is always there. So being mindful of that and how the body and the breath interact are really a really beautiful practice within itself. So let's talk a little bit about transition from breath to movement. Again, when I inhale, I'm reaching the arms up overhead, finding expansion, thinking about breathing in and receiving. The exhale, I'm releasing and letting go. So that transition into surrendering and letting go into a forward fold. Then I step back and I find that transition. So notice I don't really inhale until I get to the heart and soul of the equestrian pose. So I exhale. Then there's a pause as I step back and set up the foundation of the posture. Then I inhale. Then I exhale. And during this exhale is when I begin to transition back. So I exhale and I transition into my high plank. I'm at the end of my exhale. Retention, I hold, knee, chest, chin. Then I set up my foundation, my cobra. Then I inhale. I release my inhale to my exhale, I begin that transition back into the down dog. I finish the exhale. I step forward, no breath. Then I inhale, release my exhale, transition as I'm exhaling into forward fold. By the time I get to my forward fold, my exhale is complete. Then I inhale. Now I exhale. So the breath becomes part of the dance. It becomes part of the movement. And it really has its meaning. It has its purpose as the body transitions, because there are three parts to a breath: the inhale, the exhale, and the transition. I hope this video was helpful for you in understanding how our breath really works, not just in our sun salutations, but also in our daily life. So in the next video, we'll put it all together and I'll take you through the sun salutation practice. It's roughly a 20-minute practice. We'll just do the sun salutations and then we'll go into a resting state to start your day. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you again.